Hello everyone, my name is Fee and today's in this video I will be talking about atoms, mixture, elements, and compounds. So this video is a little bit related to chemistry because the last video I've made about the biology, more specifically about plants and photosynthesis. Basically, I go more in depth about how plants grow and support the growth, what nutrients or minerals support the growth. So you can also check out more about the plants and photosynthesis in my YouTube channel. But today I will be learning about atoms, elements, mixture, and compounds. What are they different? What are they different from each other and how they can tell them apart? Alright, so let's learn about the most basic unit in the chemical element. It is atoms. So a short explanation of atom is that everything is made from atoms, including you. Atoms are tiny particles that are far too small to see, even with a microscope. So everything you can see in this world is made from a specific atoms. It can range from the books you're holding, the phone you are holding, even you are made from atoms. Atom is the smallest part of an element that can exist. So more specifically, atoms, all substances are made up of a very tiny particles called atoms. Many substances are made up from different atoms. For example, hydrogen is made up from only hydrogen atoms. We'll go more in depth about atoms. So now let's take a closer look about the composition of atoms. So atoms are made up from two main parts. First is the nucleus, and the nucleus is divided into two more smaller parts. Neutron, which is contain no charges, and proton, which is the positive charges. And outside the nucleus are the electron shells, and the thing that made up of electron shells are the electron. An electron orbit around the nucleus, and it also made up of the electron shells. Electron also have the negative charge. So as you can see on this picture, is the composition of a normal atom. Next is the elements. So elements are the simplest substances and are only made up from one type of atom, and it can be broken down into any simpler. So just take a simple example is that oxygen is only made up of oxygen atoms, hydrogen is only made up of hydrogen atoms, or helium is only made up of helium atoms, nothing else. One way to identify elements is through the so-called the periodic table of the elements. So it's really simple to find one. You just need to go to the internet and then type the keywords, key phrases actually, periodic table of the elements, and it's simply a overview of all the known atoms in the universe, including approximately over 100, or I remember that it's like 118 chemical elements have been discovered so far in the universe. So, what is elements? You may wonder what elements are. Elements are two or more of the same atoms bonded together. They are called elements, such as H2 or oxygen or helium, aluminum, something like that. And with the same mindset, compounds are two different elements bonded together, and mixture are two different elements or compounds being fixed together. So you may get confused with the two things, which is compounds and mixture. So let's do research about these two things to see the differences. So I would type on the internet elements. It's actually compounds, right? Compounds. And mixtures. Mixture, not elements. Here. What difference between compound and elements? The key differences between compounds and mixtures have been provided in a simple tabular format in this article. Okay, let's see. The definition is something that more different. For example, compounds are substances which can be formed by chemically combining two or more elements. Mixture are substances that are formed by physically mixing two or more substances. Types. Compounds can be of three types, which are covalent compounds, metallic compounds, and ionic compounds. But it's actually unnecessary to learn about that, so I will just skip it. Let's see. Okay. What is a compound and a mixture? Compounds are substances which can be formed by chemically combining two or more elements. Mixtures are substances that are formed by physically mixing two or more substances. So, difference between compound and mixture is, for example, compound can be NaCl, which is salt, and mixture can be jelly beans or any other kind of food. Here, let's see. So that's simply just like that. Compound is chemically two or more substances that combine together, and mixture are physically being mixed together. So that's it. That's all about things that I learned today. And we are learning about the three states of elements, which is solid, liquid, and gas. But I'll be talking about it more in another video. For now, it's just about atoms, elements, mixture, and compounds. Hopefully you are learning something new from this video, and I'll see you to another video very soon. Bye bye. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow I will be reading the rest of the book, Environment.